touch this. You can't touch this. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time.
Welcome to this week's episode of Talking Footy. I'm your host Sean, and as you can see, my regular sparring partner Dan's not here. He's decided to take the week off to get used to married life. Since we've missed the last 2 weeks, let's skip the game reviews and just get down to the big points in the last fortnight. Number one, obviously, New South Wales were gloriously triumphant in Origin 1. I'm sure everyone will remember Michael Jennings' try. It will go down as one of the greats. But most of the post-game talk has been about Nate Miles headbutting Paul Gallen's fists. Hey, it's tough stuff, Origin. Let's leave it on the field. We've got Ricky Stewart. He gave half of his squad directions to Centrelink. Half of his squad. Boom. Biggest clean out in the Eels history. But hey, it was a tough job. Someone's got to do it. Penrith young gun Matt Moylan has been dropped, not due to form, not due to injury, but due to ridiculous red tape salaries cap stuff. Horrible. Hopefully they can figure that stuff out. And finally, Big James Tarmo has been stood down from the Cowboys and also for State of Origin 2 for caught driving, and I quote, pissed off his rocker. Now first off, we'll just talk about the Gallen incident. Mate, he's a hero. Enough said. Number two, Ricky Stewart, poison chalice whenever he took over Parramatta. It was always going to be tough, but mate, someone's got to do it. The Moylan issue is ridiculous, but we'll get to that a bit later. And also Big James Tarmo. Mate, I sympathise with the big fella. Not only have I lost my licence due to driving under the influence before, but yeah, I also have been deemed unfit to represent my state. It's a tough one. It really cuts the core. Mate, let's jump to our first segment. Who's shit house and who's shit hot? Now, shit hot was definitely Dan's wedding last weekend. It was good stuff. Shit house was, for Dan, was me being there and ripping my pants. But enough said about that. For me, shit house would have to be every journalist and supposed fan that are bagging the stoush between Gallen and Miles. Anyone comparing to this the alcohol-fueled street violence should do us all a favour and just headbutt the wall. Two blokes in a contact sport, emotion boiling, everything coming on the surface, no injuries, no harm, no foul, and it's Origin. It's all good. I hope to see more of it in game 2. Now, shit hot is the former Panther, current Rooster, Michael Jennings. He's consistently tearing defences apart. It doesn't even look like he's hit top form yet. Sorry about that, bloke. Yeah, look, sure, I'm still a little bitter, a bit disappointed that he's no longer in the black, but hey, I don't care as long as he plays well in sky blue. Now, in a weird 6 degrees of separation about former Panthers, Craig Gower has come back from Europe and signed to join the Knights, while another former Panther, Sandor Earl, he's decided to play rugby in France. I guess they've just done a trade swap. Gower just had to play a couple of years in London before Earl could go to France. But anyhow, let's move on to that. The real question is, when did Newcastle become a retirement village? Seriously. Now, I have heard rumours that their hit list for next season include Dally Messenger and Wally Lewis, but that's all on the hush-hush.
That's the joke.
No, but seriously, they're the only team where the physio has to juggle hamstring injuries and bouts of gout. Blokes with mouth guards and blokes with false teeth. I mean, it's ridiculous. But, you know, moving on, let's see what Wayne Bennett, the Supercoach, does about that. And when it comes to Sandor Earl, should have seen this coming. Whenever somebody gets their partner tattooed on them, you know it's doomed. Yeah, word is Blake Ferguson is inconsolable at the moment. Heartbreaking stuff. Now, now's the part of the show where we delve back in time in reminiscing. Do you guys out there remember the old cardboard corner posts? Sure you do, just like it was yesterday. And the old barbershop specials used perfectly by the kickers to aim when they're kicking in general play. It's good stuff. I think we've got a good footage of it right now. But mate, yeah, not those silly padded sponsor stuff they got today. Game's gone soft. But hey, fun fact about it, Wikipedia states they originally recycled old wrapping paper rolls. You better believe it, if it's on Wikipedia, it's got to be true. Now, it's time for us to jump to this week's hot topic. And let's discuss the salary cap situation at the foot of the mountains. Now, this is an absolute joke. It really is. In today's day and age, it's stupid. Now, first we had Israel Folau being turned away from rugby league, said, no, you can't play for us due to bullshit, bureaucratic bullshit, to be honest. And now we have a young bloke who's, he's grabbed his chance in top grade, and we've been forced to tell him, too bad, mate. No, sorry. Now, the Panthers had a legitimate injury crisis, so we blooded the young bloke earlier than we thought we were going to have to, and he just happened to hit the ground running. Now, what was Ivan Cleary supposed to do? Now, what happened? The real question is, what happens next time? You go up to the young player, congratulations, son, your dreams come true. You're about to run out and play first grade this weekend. Just don't play too good because we might have to sack you. Seriously? That's just stupid. The people, NRL headquarters really got to figure that out, because I don't get this. Nobody other than Ian Schubert understands the tier system. What is it with a tier system? This isn't a cruise liner. Let's get it sorted. If you're going to have a top squad, make it a top 30 at least. 25 is a bit low in this day and age, and most clubs have already used 25 players. It's halfway through the season. So get it at a proper reserve grade. You're not going to have these problems when you've got more time and effort and money put in your reserve grade problems. So let's just hope they can sort this out and it never happens again. Now, don't forget to vote on our retro jersey competition. Thankfully, somebody's already voted. It was made, but hey, other people can get out there and do it too. One of the jerseys will be made if we here at Talking Footy have anything to do with it, and you will have the opportunity to make sure it's the one you like best. Plus, of course, there is the famous mystery prize up for grabs. It's good stuff. Alright, now it's time for the tips of the week. For us, obviously Dan is absent, but it doesn't take anything away from it. The big game is upon us. Penrith versus Canberra. 91, 1990, both grand finalists, trading there, and it's always been, a bit of extra angst in every single game. We love it. It's beautiful. This time, it's in the nation's capital, and Canberra on a roll on. Penrith were playing really well. Bit of a slip up last week. I'm going to go throw caution to the wind. Penrith by 2. So you punters out there, you pick your margin, and your margin is 1 to 12 or 12 under. It's the grudge match we've been looking for. Yours truly versus the Richard brothers. Oh, it's on. Like Cheech and Chong. Now that brings this episode to a close. This show is brought to you by the good people at Josh Services for all your security needs, and the eBay store Phillips 79. Now this Saturday, I believe it is, the 15th, they are having the auction for autism awareness. So, total mind link for some reason, yes. The autism awareness auction, auctioning off sports memorabilia. Jump on, there's a link on our Facebook page. You can jump on and have a look. We've got some really nice stuff on there. And speaking of Facebook, obviously, if you haven't liked it yet, jump onto our Facebook page. Make sure you give it a nice thumbs up. Give it a good like. And don't forget to go to www.talkingfooty.com for all your football needs. You can have a chat to anybody about football or about that stupid, sharing game nobody likes. You can even talk about rugby. The Lions tour is coming up. More importantly though, round 14. So guys, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully Dan will be back, and we'll see you next week.
And that's the end of that chapter.